Yo, are women okay these days? No, like actually, like I need to know. All I've been getting on my TikTok is nothing but this Lindsay Clancy case and how it's the husband that, did the thing, but I don't even know anymore. Let's just roll the intro. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Buggy Cat video. Today, we're going to be talking about the Lindsay Clancy case. It's just been blowing up my phone. First, it was my Twitter when I saw like a video about it, I don't know, like last week or something like that. And then I asked my fiance what was going on because I had no idea. And then I guess the fucking feds on my phone had been listening to me because then all of a sudden I'd just been on my phone nonstop. So today I found some videos. We're going to go over them and see if we can't crack this case with the TikTok girlies. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get right into it. Okay, so there is one thing that I want to get straight right off the bat. This case is not if she did it. This case is she guilty or is she insane? You know, I've been watching, I don't know, I've probably seen like 500,000 videos at this point. And every video, it almost seems like the case is if it's like a murder case, it's like oh, did she do it? Did she not do it? No, I had to go and Google and be like, she guilty or like what's going on? And then when I go to Google, it's like, oh yeah, no, she said that she was guilty. And her defense attorney also said that she's guilty. So to all the people that are like, she never said that she was guilty, why is her defense attorney saying that she's guilty then? It makes no sense. Also, all these foids online are acting like this is like some Mexican like soap opera or like some like delusional online kind of like murder mystery kind of thing. They're not even taking it seriously. 3 kids are dead. She killed them. Well, I believe she killed them. She said that she killed them. So I'm going to go, to where I'm going to go to the source itself that said, hey, I did it, and be like, oh, you did it. Does that make me a bad guy? I don't know. Probably to all the women on TikTok, I'm bad. Well, I'm bad because I call them foids, but Okay, so for everybody that has me on like their second monitor or not paying attention, the caption says they literally have no evidence that she did it, Lindsay Clancy. Forgive me if I'm kind of like retarded, but isn't her DNA literally on the murder weapon? And again, she said that she killed them. She confessed. Her defense attorneys say that she did it. I mean, am I taking crazy pills? I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be like my hot take of the day, my little Ted Kaczynski hot take, but the true crime genre has been a disaster for the woman race. TikTok is literally just my evidence. That's all I have to do is just point to these TikTok videos in these comment sections. Like, it's absolutely insane how crazy the conspiracy theories are for this. This is like prime Alex Jones, like 2012 Alex Jones, dude. He made more sense than a lot of these cases. And then what's crazy is that like I keep seeing more and more evidence coming out and people just not even like looking or caring about it. Her Apple Watch was off, right? And then her phone recorded her going up the stairs, and people are getting confused and being like, if she took her Apple Watch off, then how do we know that, she was walking up the stairs? I don't know, dude. Your phone has a heart rate sensor and like a walking sensor thing in it. It probably knows that you're walking up the stairs. And then people are like, why did she take her watch off? I don't know. She like fucking slit her wrist right after, so that could be it. Maybe when you slit your wrist, you want to take off your Apple Watch so it's an easier glide on your wrist. Dude, this video is getting demonetized as shit. Oh my god. One of the main reasons why this is all so annoying to me is because every woman that has they iPhones and stuff is acting like 1920s like noir film where they're like, I'll solve the case. You go into these comment sections and it's literally reading like you're in an insane asylum, where it's like women being like, us girlies are gonna solve the case faster than the investigators. Bitch, you're on a break on your fucking iPhone from your like 9-to-5 job. You're not gonna solve anything. You're like looking way too deep into like retarded stuff, and then you're coming out with these like insane claims where it's like, oh, well, the husband did it because he changed his clothes. And then the evidence comes in and I don't know. I'm not saying I know everything about this case. What I am saying though is that these hoes online need to chill out. Everything about it is like insane. They're acting like this is like a true crime that they get to be a part of. I literally think that's it. Their brains have literally been melted by true crime TikToks and like true crime YouTube videos where there's like an actual case where a woman strangled her 3 kids to death, slit her wrist, and then jumped out the windows because she was like hooked up on 50 different medications. Now they're like, I can finally be a part of something. And then they go onto TikTok and just make all these insane claims. And then I see people being like, man, when I get arrested, hopefully like TikTok is a jury of my peers. Dude, if I get arrested, I'm gonna like Kurt Cobain myself, if you catch my drift. Like, I don't want these people near me. I don't want these ladies near me, dude.
Now that we have all the data, I think we have a pretty good timeline of what happened the night that Lindsay Clancy killed her kids. I'm a forensic scientist and a former CSI. Let's look at the timeline and see if we can put these Patrick did it conspiracies to rest. Here is what we know happened that night. At 5:23:53, Lindsay's Apple Watch registered her heart rate for the last time. It was 57 beats per minute. At 5:24, Patrick sends the email. I'm not even going to address whether it came from his Surface or his iPhone for the purposes of this timeline because it doesn't matter. What matters is 5:29 is the absolute latest time that Patrick can leave the house because it's a 3-minute drive from their house to the CVS. And Patrick is seen arriving at the CVS at 5:32 and 32 seconds.
Okay, I found this lady and she seems to be pretty good on this case. All the counter information I found from like, a bunch of the women that are like praising her and saying free her, free Lindsay Clancy and all that. I found this lady on TikTok and she was like the Imperium of man shining the light through the fucking chaos waves or whatever. I'm like a space marine and I'm like looking for that light through the chaos dimension or whatever. But she's been putting together like a timeline of everything, and also I've wanted to wait a little bit till like a little bit more information came out during the trial and everything, just because I didn't want to rush this video, but whatever. I have noticed now that a lot more people are like speaking out being like, hey, everybody on TikTok is crazy. Like, this is not a whodunit, this is a is she guilty, meaning that Lindsay Clancy was like sane during it, or is she not guilty kinda because she was like mentally insane because of postpartum depression or postpartum psychosis and then all the drugs that she was hooked up on. It's gonna be kind of hard for me to talk too much over this video because I kind of want to play it out so you guys have all the information that I'm working on.
He is literally walking in the door at that time. 5:32:32. A minute later, at 5:33:34, Lindsay starts climbing the stairs in her house. That climb is registered on her iPhone, not her Apple Watch. At about that same time, at 5:33, Patrick calls Lindsay. She does not answer. At 5:34, Lindsay calls Patrick back. So presumably, based on the stair climb, this phone call where Lindsay called Patrick back happened on the main level of their house. At 5:38, she finished climbing the stairs. So presumably, this is when she climbed from the main level to the second level where her bedroom was. 5:42 p.m. is the absolute latest time that Patrick could have left the CVS and made it to the 3V restaurant where he was seen on camera at 5:54 p.m. walking in the door to pick up the takeout. He's there for a couple of minutes. It's about a 13-minute drive home. He gets home, he looks around the house. Eventually, he finds Lindsay in the backyard, and at 6:09 p.m., he calls 911. It doesn't matter where he was when he sent the email. At 5:32:32, he arrived at the CVS. We can see him on the video. At 5:33:34, a minute later, Lindsay is climbing the stairs in her house. So, will we be able to be done with the conspiracy theories in this case? I'm gonna guess no. But this incredibly tight timeline is the reason why no reasonable person, no reasonable attorney, or no reasonable law enforcement officer suspects that Patrick had anything to do with the death of these children. I hope seeing it all laid out like this clears things up for you. If not, let me know in the comments.
Okay, so I will have that lady's TikTok channel linked down in the description if you want to check her out. She's like the main lady that I've been following for this Lindsay Clancy case. I think she's awesome. Hopefully I won't get in trouble for using such a long clip, but I just wanted everybody to see, and I couldn't really, I didn't want to stop at every like 3 seconds and talk about it, but I think this was absolutely incredible. It really helped me, like understand what's going on, especially now, because again, if you go and look at like other people's TikTok videos, they're always like, well, what if actually he wasn't at the CVS store and he actually came home and in a span of like 4 minutes, he killed all his kids and then beat his wife up. And I saw one comment, right? And it was this lady saying like, yeah, he had 15 minutes where he was home alone and that's when he did everything. And then another comment said that there's no way that Lindsay Clancy could have been able to go, or like in a 40-minute timeline, that she was able to kill her kids and then like attempt a, you know, suicide. But I don't even know anymore. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I just really have nothing more to say about this. I gave all my opinions. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, comment if I'm right or wrong and why you believe that. Or better yet, you guys should comment like your own conspiracies about it, like that he was like a time traveler or Mossad did it or something like that. But it's gonna be it. Bye.